morning. Been moored here at Alrewas for a few days now. Yesterday evening I met Debbie and Steve for a beer and a bite to eat in the Georgian Dragon. Absolutely wonderful evening with them. Really enjoyed it. But today it's time to continue cruising. So I'm going to go back up through Fradley Locks. I came down the bottom half the other day when I came off the Coventry Canal. But today we're going to go up through the whole locks. I'm going to stop halfway up the locks to fill up with water. And I might have a little walk into the reserve quick if there's moorings there. So I think it's time to get moving. Definitely. It's a beautiful morning. We've had strong winds and rain yesterday and strong winds for the last few days. Today, winds almost disappeared. So hopefully it's a great day for cruising. And the sun's out. What more can I ask for? Let's get going. First of all, I've got to unmoor this boat. So here we go. So everybody's unmooring at the moment. The lady behind me, she's just setting off as well. I'm setting off, and another boat just set off just now as well. Busy morning, lots of boats around. Hopefully there's lots coming down the locks. That'll make it easier for me. We hope. So it's goodbye Alrewas. Lovely being here. Lovely people. But I have to move on. Well, that tree wasn't down on the roof of this boat when I came down here the other day. Although I don't think there's anybody actually on this boat, but yeah, doesn't help, does it? I'm just approaching my first lock of the day, and it looks like there's a boat just gone out, and there's a boat coming in, so that would be perfect. I'm just going to stop the boat here in the middle of the canal, hover around a bit, and wait for them to come down. Actually, I'm going to carry on a little bit further because I want to get past the marina entrance just in case the boat comes out and up there in front of me. Yeah, there's a boat definitely just coming into the lock, so that is perfect. As I say, I'm just going to get past the marina entrance just in case the boat comes out of the marina. So I'm definitely next in the queue. I'd like the perfect lock for me, not for somebody else, to be honest with you. It looks like the person up there is single-handed, so I'm going to jump off instead of hovering and help them with the gates. Right, so I'm now in the lock, so I'm just going to get up off the boat, close the gates and operate the lock. Sometimes at this point you'll see me step across from one lock gate to the other, across the gap. Well, I'm not going to here because the walkway across the lock is very narrow and I'm not going to take the risk. Most of the time it's probably about 10 inches to a foot wide, but this one is only about 6 inches wide. Yeah, I'm not going to take the risk. Common lock number 14. You too. Hopefully it stays nice and dry.
It's forecast to stay dry today.
I don't believe the forecast.
When I set off this morning, there was absolutely zero wind.
We're starting to pick up a little bit of a breeze. Not going to affect me at all. I'm just hoping it's not going to bring in any rain on the wind. Morning. Oh, do you know what? Your old speckled hen. Do you know there's another boat just down there called Speckled Hen? And it's a great beer. Old Speckled Hen is a very nice ale brewed by Green King. I'm just approaching the bottom lock now, the Fradley locks, just passing the permanent moorings here on the left hand side, and I can't see anyone at the lock, so I'm taking it quite slowly, but I would anyway pass more boats. I'm hoping the boat might come down as I get there. There's a lot of boat movement around this morning, so you never know. Let's hope for it. Well, this is definitely my lucky day. As I've walked up to the lock, there's a volunteer lockkeeper at the next lock, and he shouted down to me, "Are you single-handed?" I shouted back, of course, yes. He said, "Well, I've no boats coming down at the moment at my lock. He's volunteering on the next lock up. He said, I'll come down and lock you up, both of them. You can't get better than that, can you?" Perfect. So I will return to my boat, and he's going to complete the lock for me. Oh, this is just good stuff.
Stay on if you want, I'll sort
You
it.
sure?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Well, I'm hoping that there's going to be a mooring just after this lock. There's moorings for a few boats, because I want to have a little walk around the lake here. There's supposed to be a lot of waterfowl there, and quite interesting. I've never been there before, so I'd like to take you on a little tour. I was lucky there was a space, so I'm all moored up. Paul and Anthony are over on the water point from Narrowboat Life Unlocked. So before we go for this little walk over to the lake to see what water birds we can see, we'll have a quick hello to Paul and Anthony. Paul and Anthony on Narrowboat Morning Star over there, filling up with water. They also have a Narrowboat vlogging channel. Check them out. Great couple of guys. They're also having an all-electric boats being built at the moment. I'd like to see how that goes when they've got it all completed and finished. It sounds very good. Of course, we're moored here outside the Laughing Duck Cafe at Fradley Junction. They seem rather busy. I don't think they'll see me, so I'll carry on and go for my little walk first.
Where are you going?
Dunno. North somewhere.
Say there's someone.
See you later, guys.
There's someone.
Chaos up there.
Yeah, I can't be bothered to mess around with it. We're at the entrance now. We're greeted by a little butterfly sculpture on this railing and a damselfly sculpture on the other. Well, this is Fradley Park. Let's get that right. This is Fradley Pool Water Park. This is Fradley Pool Fradley Nature Reserve. I think that's it. Gee whiz, I got there in the end. I know it's a very windy day. It looks like all the birds are hiding. A little disappointing. I was expecting to see a lot of birds on the lake. Perhaps the wrong time of the year, I don't know. So let's see what wildflowers we can find anyway. There doesn't seem to be a lot of those around yet either. Probably a little early for that, but there's a few anyway that I have spotted. The first one here looks a bit like a forget-me-not flower, but not a forget-me-not leaf. It's somewhat similar to what I think is called the water forget-me-not. I'm not a horticulturalist, remember. Anyway, the second one is definitely a forget-me-not. And the third one is bluebells. And the fourth one is a dandelion. And that was all the flowers I found. Well, that was Fradley Pool Nature Reserve. I don't believe we've seen it at its best. To be quite honest with you, today was quite disappointing. There was a couple of ducks on the lake, and I think there was a pair of swans right up the far corner, which I had a job to see. And the flowers, well, they're just not really coming out yet. It's probably a bit too early. But yes, a little disappointing. But I still included it in there because I want you to see what I see. And if it's disappointing, it's disappointing. But at the end of the day, we still did it together. Well, that's going to bring me to the end of this little video. A little trip from Alrewas up through Fradley Locks again. And a little walk around the nature reserve. Next journey will continue from the top of the locks. I don't actually record going back up through the locks. The weather turned quite nasty. Well, it wasn't wet. It was very, very windy. The cameras I use are just not that great for recording in extreme winds, especially the GoPro. And it did look like it was going to rain, so I didn't want to get my other camera out because that one's not waterproof. So, of course, a big thank you goes out to all the supporters of the channel out there, be it by Patreon, PayPal, or super thanks on the videos themselves. Big thank you goes out to everybody else as well that supports the channel and watches the videos. That's a big part of it. It's just watching my videos. And don't forget, if you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe and hit the bell notification button. That way YouTube should inform you every time I upload a new video. It does help also if you click the all button. That way you should definitely get told every time I upload a new video. Well, that just leaves me to say, of course, thank you very much for watching. Trevor out.